gun,
star,
hero, gun.
Alright, what's up YouTube? Gunstar Hero here. Today I got a video for you guys on how to use your XiM Apex with your Titan 2 along with a program called XiM. Now in this video I'm going to be using the PS4 to demonstrate how to set this up. So if you have an Xbox One, you should still be able to follow along and achieve the same results. So with that being said, let's just dive right into the video. First things first, we're going to head over to the XiM website, and here we have the system requirements. So here's all the supported versions of Windows and supported files and stuff you want to install. I didn't install any of these. This stuff should come installed on your I'm not going to say come installed on your PC, but you should already have it if you have any type of games or stuff like that on your PC. But what you do need is one of the transfer cables here. Now you don't need XiM in order to make this work. You just need this transfer cable if you want XiM to work. Now you can have any one of the 4 transfer cables here, the 4 models, but the model I have is the F4U060. But you can have any one of these. So if you don't have any one of these cables here, or if you don't have Windows 7, Windows 8.1, or Windows 10, it will not work. It says it here. Any of the cables that are not on this list will not work. And it's will not work. It's in capital letters, 3 exclamation marks. Alright? So let's get that straight. But if you must know, this is the transfer cable model number I have here. Next up, what you want to do is you're going to want to download XiM, the latest XiM firmware and the latest XiM manager. You also want to download it on your phone. You don't have to download it. You don't have to download the manager on your PC. You just need the firmware to be able to flash your XiM, and you just need the application on your phone. Now, if you have Android, you can download it, but if you have Apple, you have to go to the website and request to download Test Flight on your iPhone and send an email to the boss and of the XiM website, and he will invite you to test flight the XiM Apex phone app. So here you have the firmware. You can get a standard regular build, or you can opt to get a beta build. I have a beta build because I like to beta test the stuff and report my findings back to the XiM guys. But since XiM Apex came out, I've had no problems with it, no issues at all. It's been good to me. So I mean, that's that. Next up, you will need XiM itself. Now, why is XiM so good? For me, it's good because I have a PC. I have a PC game too. I'm not that awesome on PC, but I'm getting better. Like as you keep playing, you get it better and better. Now, what XiM does, it allows you to keep your mouse and keyboard plugged into your PC, and it sends the information over to your console, so you can control your console from your PC, and that's awesome. That to me is awesome. I don't have to keep unplugging my mouse and keyboard back and forth. I don't have to have an extra keyboard on my desk taking up space. I don't have to have any of that. I just keep my peripherals plugged into my PC, and it sends the information over to the console. That is awesome. So now what you want to do is download this and install this, and you're good to go. Next up, you want to head over to the Console Tuner website and download the software for the Titan 2. Here it is. If you have the Titan 1, download it for the Titan 1, but this video will demonstrate how to use this setup with the Titan 2. Alright? So once you do that, you install that. Next thing you want to do is download this Mark C Windows aim acceleration thing. It's an aim acceleration mouse fix for PC. Now what this does, it helps eliminate aim acceleration on your PC, because if you're going to be sending the information from your PC over to your console, you want to have the least amount of aim acceleration, sent over. Now you don't have to do this. This is just a little razzle dazzle I like to do, to get the maximum performance out of XiM. So you would download it, open it up, you would go to Windows 10, 8, 8.1 fixes, and then you would double click on the resolution you have. So the one I have is here. I'll double click that and hit yes. I already did it, so I'm not going to do it again. once you do this, you restart your PC. Now, if you don't like it, you can always revert back to the normal settings. You just go here, click that again, and then click default, and then it'll go right back to default. And just all you have to do is restart your PC. All right. Next thing you want to do is you're gonna want to go to settings. All right. You're gonna want to type in mouse. All right. Mouse settings. You go here. You go to additional settings. And then you want to go to pointer options. Pointer option, make sure enhanced pointer precision is unchecked. Once it's unchecked, you hit apply, hit OK. That also disables aim acceleration. All right. Now, next thing you want to do is you want to go to your designated mouse software. I have Logitech, so I'll just open up the Logitech gaming software, and I'm going to go over to the mouse settings. I like to game on 1000 hertz, so I put it on 1000. This is actually not my main setup. This is my streaming PC. I don't use the G700 no more. This was like back on the Xbox 360 days when I was using XiM Edge. So you would put the polling rate on 1000. You would put it on maximum max gaming, the power mode, if you have it there. If you don't have it there, you don't have to worry about that. But you should see this in your preferred mouse software. So you do that, and you're good. All right. So I just put that back on normal gaming. After that, you could adjust your DPI. This mouse only go up to 5700. And then let me see what else. Any other razzle dazzle? Oh yeah, G700. I don't have angle snapping enabled. I have it disabled. What angle snapping does, it helps you go in a straight line. You know, instead of having jitters and stuff like that, it helps you go in a straight line to keep it straight. I don't like that. I like to do everything on my own. I don't like too much leg work done for me. I like to do everything on my own. All right. So after you do that, you hit OK. You can close this out. So now let's get on to the hardware side of things. Alrighty. So now what we have here, we have everything we need to make this work. We have our XiM Apex, our XiM Apex USB hub. It comes with the XiM Apex. We have our Titan 2 and mini USB cable it comes with, gold plated, which is awesome. We have a PS4 controller with a micro USB cable. We have our Belkin Easy Transfer cable, and we have an extra mini USB cable. Now I'm going to show you what to do step by step. All right, so first things first, you want to take your XiM Apex. You want to take your XiM Apex USB hub and plug that right into the XiM Apex. You want to take your Titan 2. You're going to take your XiM Apex and you're going to plug it into input B. Now, what input B is for on the Titan 2, it's for authenticating the console. So you're gonna want to use your preferred control. No, your preferred console controller here. So if you have a PS4, you're gonna plug your PS4 controller into input B, or if you have an Xbox One, you're gonna plug your Xbox One controller into input B, and this will authenticate the console. You have to authenticate your console in order for this to work. All right. What input A is used for? It's used for this is actually used for your preferred controller. The controller that you want to use. So let's just say if you want to use an Xbox controller on your PS4 or your PS4 controller on your Xbox One, you plug it into here, and this controller will have priority over everything. All right. Input B is to authenticate. Input A is the priority. All right. You also have your program slot here. This is for extra mini micro USB cable, and you also have the SSD slot. I have SSD, but I don't need extra slots, so I don't have it plugged in. You also have a power supply spot. With this setup right here that I'm showing you, you do not need a power supply, and I'm going to explain it to you in the end. All right, so you're going to take your Titan 2, take your XiM Apex, plug it into input B. Once it's plugged in, it should look like this: Titan 2, XiM Apex, XiM Apex USB hub. Next thing you want to do is you're going to want to take your PS4 controller and plug it into the XiM Apex USB hub slot number 3. You're going to see 3. You're going to see some bumps here at the bottom. It's like braille bumps, and you're going to take your controller and plug it right in slot 3. Next thing you want to do is take your easy transfer cable, plug it into slot number 1. Plug it into slot 1, and then after that, you take your transfer cable and you're going to plug it into your PC. Don't plug in your Titan 2 yet. Don't plug it in until you have your transfer cable plugged in first. All right, so you're going to plug your transfer cable into your PC. Just give me a second while I do that. I'm going to plug it into the pass-through port or the keyboard of my keyboard. All right, and then now you want to plug in your Titan 2. After you plug in your transfer cable into your PC, you can power on your device. And once you plug the Titan 2 in to your console, it's going to power on, and you're going to see it light up, and I'll explain the lights to you just in a minute. I plugged it in, it's lighting up. All right, so you just saw a lot of things happen, right? So you saw the output light come on. It's popping up green. That's just because we plugged our micro USB cable into the output part of the Titan, and that's how we get the power. You see input B lighting up. That's because the PS4 controller is going through the USB hub, and the USB hub is going into the XiM Apex, and the XiM Apex is in input B. And that's how we authenticated our device. Now the 0 here is just telling us that the Titan 2 is authenticated and we can control our console. We could use it with our console. Now you'll see lights here on the easy transfer cable. When you first plug it in, you'll see one light, which means it's plugged into the PC and is getting information. And when you plug it, that's the second light, the second part into the XiM Apex USB hub. You'll see the second light come on, and that's just telling us that it's connected to the XiM Apex USB hub. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to plug in our second micro USB cable. Now this cable here, I'm going to use this to plug into the Titan 1. We're going to plug it into the program slot up top. And then after that, we're going to take this cable and we're going to plug this cable here into our PC. Now what this does, it allows you to adjust the Titan 2 on the fly. You can adjust it on your PC without having to unplug anything or move anything around. And it also draws power from your PC, so that way you don't need a powered USB hub. So you don't need a power supply, and that's awesome. So if you want to save a little $10-15 on the power supply, this is the method you should be using with your Titan 2. So I'm going to plug it into my PC, and I'm going to show you the next step. Alright, so now that we have it plugged into our PC, we can open up the software now. Once we have that plugged in, we're going to open up the Titan 2 software. Sorry, it might take a little while because I'm actually recording while doing it. So once we have the Titan 2 program opened up, let's just make this bigger. All right, so now I recently got a Titan 2 update which added power off the device with the console, which is pretty awesome. So you want to check that. All right, you want to leave it in automatic. That should say if you switch from PS4 to Xbox One, you want to have it in USB automatic. And then after that, You want to put 1,000. You want to select your hertz. I'm a 1,000 hertz guy. Once I went 1,000, you never go back. All right, and then you want to put your mouse DPI. Now this isn't my main setup. All right, my main setup. This is my streaming PC. My gaming PC is where I have everything set up. How I like it. I have the Logitech G502 mouse, and I have it at 12K DPI, 1,000 hertz, and that's how I just highlight to use my XiM Apex. All right, so once you set up everything here how you want, you don't have to press save or anything like that. It just saves automatic. All right. Now I believe the Titan 2 has onboard memory because I set this up on my other PC and it's here on this PC with 12K DPI and everything set up how I had it before. So what I like to do, I like to just leave this open just in case if I want to just come back here and edit anything. Next up, what you want to do is open up XiM. So now with XiM, once you have the transfer cable plugged in and everything, you'll see that it says connection okay, and that's just saying that it's connected, everything is good to go. So now what you want to do is first, if this is your first time using XiM, you're going to open up settings and go to activation key. So activation keys, you're gonna put whatever key you want to use to run the program, well, when you open the program up to activate it, you press it. I have the pause break key as my activation key because that's what it was in XiM back when it was XiM Commander. I just want to keep everything the same. And then you're gonna go to deactivation keys, and you're gonna do the same thing. I would recommend you use the same key and not a different key, because once you press it and it enables it, and once you press it again, it disables it. It's just easy to remember. Now you can also have some keys whitelisted and have some keys blacklisted. I don't have anything whitelisted or anything blacklisted. I don't mess with that. But if you want to do that, you can. Next up. Now after this, you can just go to your console and I'll show you. So I'll just open up back the Logitech gaming software again, just to show you guys how this whole setup can work. If the Logitech gaming software opens, for some reason when I have this whole setup opens, it doesn't open. I don't know why. All right, there we go. So I'm just gonna leave this right here. So all right, now when I press the pause break key, in theory, everything should come together and work. So I'm just gonna plug in my mouse USB cable here. I'm gonna press my pause break key. Now you see it says active. You see how it switched from activated. No, I pressed the wrong. I'm using the wrong keyboard. Sorry. Once I press the pause break key, it should say activate. All right, it's active, deactive. So once you press it, it's active. We're gonna let me just deactivate that real quick. Go here to OBS and let's just swap this out. We're gonna enable this and disable this for a minute. All right, so now we're on our console. We're gonna activate it and we're gonna switch over to our console. All right. Now, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to be using Battlefield 4, because Battlefield 4 has a test range and it's just easy to do things. So this is my PS4 controller. I'm using to control it. Wait, all right. So all right, I can control it. I'm gonna spawn in, and I could walk around. My sensitivity is high because you want to have everything maxed out. When you're using XiM Apex, let's just go to settings real quick and show you that real quick. You're gonna have your sensitivity maxed all the way up. All right. So now I'm gonna use the mouse, keyboard. All right. So the keyboard is working, and for some reason the mouse isn't. I don't know why. It's hooked up to the PC. And okay. Hold on. Let's just open up the XiM software real quick. Let's connect that. let's load up our Battlefield 4 and see if that helps. I don't know why the mouse isn't responding, but our keyboard is. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. So sorry, I just had to load up the profile on the XiM app, but so yeah, everything's working, everything's operational. I can control my PC from my keyboard, and this keyboard is plugged into my streaming PC, and this mouse here is plugged into my streaming PC. All right, so here it is. It's a little slow because, like I said, the this mouse only go up to 5700 DPI, which for me is just not usable. It's usable, but I use 12K DPI, so right now it's gonna be slow, but it works. You can aim down sights. I can shoot. Oh man, that's slow, and it's working. Even though it's slow. So yeah, that's that. So now let's just say if I wanted to go and change some settings, right? I would pause that, and then I would, you know, switch back over. I would first of all deactivate it, and then let me just show you what I'm doing. And then I would go back here. If I want to go, oh, I had it at a lower DPI, so let's put it on 5700 DPI, and let's change the polling rate to 500. I could change it to 500, and then I can also change it to 500 here. Change it to 500, and then everything is changed and it's good to go. Boom. I would put that there. I would switch it back to the game on my OBS so you guys can see. So we're gonna load that back up. We're gonna switch this back over. Oh, sorry. Switch that back over, and we're gonna activate it. We're gonna go back into Battlefield 4, and then we got a little bit faster DPI. Still, it's, in my opinion, it's still bad. I just like faster sensitivity. So that's that. You could change your settings on the fly and just go ham. You know, so can't hear anything because the sensitivity is too slow. But yeah, so that's that, ladies and gentlemen. That is that. That is how I use my Titan 1 with my XiM Apex, along with XiM Link. Everything just comes together and it works. Now, in my honest opinion, man, if you're not using this setup like this, if you're not using it like this, man, you are doing it wrong, man. You're doing it all wrong, buddy. You're doing it all wrong, because it's just smooth this way, man. Like I don't see why you wouldn't want to use it. Let's just say if you wanted to load up some scripts, you come over here to your Titan 2, you go to your device memory, you load up a script. You got your Battlefield script, your game packs here, or your game packs that you want to use. You could just drag it over, boom, and you're good to go. Now let's say if you got scripts you want to use with the XiM Link, you load up your scripts, you load it up, and you are good to go. Like you could go ham with this. You could use scripts from your Titan 2 and your XiM Link at the same time. I mean, you could the combinations are endless here. They're endless. And this is not a sponsored video. I'm not sponsored by XiM. I'm not sponsored by Contour Tuna, the Titan 2 guys. I paid for my XiM Apex. I paid for my Titan 2, and I'm just telling you what it is, man. Like, this is it. Like, if you want the ultimate advantage, this is it. This is it. Let me see. Next up, just to remind you, because a guy on YouTube was telling me he had some issues, and I'll see if I could show it here. All right, so let's. All right, well, being that this is an old mouse, it really doesn't support the what's the name? It should, but I don't know why it isn't. Let's go to home, onboard memory. Let's go to automatic game detection. Okay, let me see. All right, here it is. All right, so let's just say if you had another profile here, right? I'm just gonna name it XiM, right? Oh, well, I can't do it. But you want to make sure that the profile you're using is set as persistent. All right, it has to be set as persistent. If not, every time you cut this method on, you're gonna have to come here and select the profile. If you set it as persistent, that profile will always be selected, so all your button mappings will be there. You don't have to change it up all the time. All right, so it'll be there. You'll be able to use it, and everything will be good to go. But that's pretty much it with this video. I showed you everything I know with the XiM Apex Titan 2 XiM link on how to use it. So take this information, use it as you will. This is your boy Gunstar. I'm out. Peace.
Gun Star Hero.